I die.
Hello.
Mm. Yay.
How goes it? Thanks for being here.
I'm sorry we're late. But
Yeah,
yeah.
it's allergies are kicking our ass.
Dude, for the reals.
So yeah, um, today we were planning on talking about jewelry, mostly
Yes.
because I am on a jewelry kick.
Have been.
Yeah, for like a year, maybe
It's amazing.
longer. But yeah, so I think most people are used to seeing um as far as like woo-woo jewelry. I think most people are used to seeing like the little crystal bead bracelets or like wire wrap, right?
Yes.
Um, don't you do wire
Wire wraps
wrapping?
are a big thing.
Don't
I
you do
do
that?
here and there. Yeah, I used to like do it all the time, but
It's
I kind of
complicated.
slowed. I mean, it's not. My ADHD brain loves it, but I've slowed down because it's oversaturated in the market.
Mm. I don't see it as much as I used to, but you're probably right.
Yeah,
So,
because I can go anywhere and see it. I can go to Walmart and they have wire wrap jewelry, like crystals now.
oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
So, I think with those, it's fairly obvious how the magical energies kind of come into play.
Yes.
It's pretty much just whatever the stone's energy is, or whatever um, the metal that you're using for wire wrapping. But what about like high-end jewelry? It's one of those things that I feel like isn't talked about as much unless you're talking about just like solid gold jewelry. I know that quite a few practitioners who specialize in financial workings and stuff, they tend to wear a lot of gold, at least the ones that I've seen, because I used to follow quite a few. Um, they helped me like hone my specialty. So um, I used to also like silver, but I've noticed that the more I do workings with that specific energy, I pretty much only wear gold now. I got rid of all my silver jewelry. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't even find it like nice anymore. I hate
Hmm.
it. Like, and it's kind of weird how it happened because I hadn't put two and two together thinking about like the kind of workings I had been doing when my taste was changing. Um, because it didn't just affect my taste in jewelry, it affected my taste in like clothing and shoes. I think you remember one day I hit you and I was just like, I bought some like cheap ass Amazon shoes and I was mad about it because I wouldn't buy myself things like Nikes or name brand shoes. I was a cheap ass bitch. But part of doing financial workings and prosperity workings and workings that would like stabilize your life, like financially, I mean, make it comfortable.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to live like that. so
Yeah.
it was a fun change that it took me a while to recognize, but once you recognize it, it's like, oh shit, my workings are doing good. Like I like it. It was reassurance. It really was. It
Yeah.
was nice. So but yeah, other than talking about gold and crystals, you don't really hear too many people talking about like diamonds or rubies or emeralds or
No.
higher end stuff, mostly because a lot of practitioners can't afford them. And the ones who do that can afford them, they do wear them. But unfortunately, I feel like a lot of practitioners will still wear the cheaper crystal jewelry just to maintain an image.
Yeah.
And I'm really tired of the stereotypical. like image of what a witch or a bruja or practitioner or whatever you want to call yourself um, is. Because the other day I still seen another thing about how witches are gothic. I'm fucking not. Like if you've
No,
ever met
dude.
me, like I'm just a little hood trash. Like
And I'll tell you right now, a lot of goths are not witches. Like most of the ones I know and grew up with are not. Most of them are hardcore Catholics, go to church every Sunday and all and like, the women's Bible studies on a Wednesday. Like, I'll tell you that right now, not all goths are witches either. So don't assume either or. Because, I mean, and it's funny because, like, with the jewelry part, people don't realize, like, a lot of witches back then actually wore fancy jewelry and stuff for that purpose.
yes.
Like, that was how they hid in plain sight and used the jewelry power and stuff. Like, there's a bunch of countesses and duchesses and stuff like that that did all that while wearing their beautiful jewels. So like, but yeah, goths are not all witches, and witches are not all goth people.
And that was also a way to tell that that witch was worth her weight doing, because
Mm,
people were coming to her and people would pay you in jewelry. Sometimes people didn't have
yes.
money, they wouldn't have money, but they'd have their grandma's emerald ring or their grandma's ruby pendant or something like that. So they would just be like, I'll trade you this. Um,
And everything wasn't about diamonds either. It was
we
other
just read a
precious.
book about that with Fearless in our book club.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Like, not everything was about diamonds either. Most back in like medieval days, it wasn't about the diamonds. It was about rubies and emeralds and sapphires as well. Like, if you had diamonds, like, because diamond mining was pretty rare back then, so like it was all about the rubies and sapphires and emeralds. Hmm.
Well, I don't remember what the book was called now. I think it was called The Witch's Circle,
I think so.
something like that. It
Okay.
was Circle was in the title. But if you were part of our book club, you would have read it with us. If you're not, you should join it. It's fun. We don't do it all the time, so it's not like we're constantly like, "Hey, read this book." We take breaks.
Yeah, we
We're
do.
we're realistic with it. um, but that was one of the books we read. And in that book, she was one of the practitioners that would take jewels and gems for her workings. And that she just
Mhm.
had like this little hoard, this little stash of jewels and jewelry. So yeah, that was common. But um, I feel like it's still pretty basic. A lot of the jewelry that I see is like pentagram necklaces and stuff like that. And I don't know. I just feel like you can have fine jewelry and it still carry
Have a
energy for you.
purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to learn how to do that. And
And
and make sure that if your practice has any beliefs about that, about jewelry or how to wear it, you learn it, because I don't remember what practice or culture it comes from, but there's a practice where you cannot wear gold on your middle finger. It has to do with
yeah.
astrological magic as well. Um, I read this a long time ago, so I'm having trouble recalling exactly what it is, but it's something along the lines of like it causes conflict with money and you don't want that. So I don't wear gold on my middle finger. That finger will just be bare. um,
Yeah, exactly, dude.
I
I mean,
don't
it's
play
kind of
with
like a wedding
I don't play
ring.
with that. I don't play with astrological magic. That shit is all bad.
Yeah, dude. Like, well, it's like the whole point of a wedding ring back, like, one of the points is because it's a circle, it's like
Hmm.
unconditional, infinite love. Plus, it's close to your heart line. But it also depends on what you're trying to bring into the marriage with the stones and the metals.
Hmm.
That I did learn. Like, my great grandma actually taught me that a long time ago. Like, your Your band has to be made of a precious metal. Your stones have to be precious stones of some kind of wealth and like beauty and stuff. Like whatever you want to bring into the marriage is what your ring is supposed to represent, as also with the infinite love and stuff, which is
Mhm.
awesome. I learned that a long time ago. And all my wedding bands have been white gold.
So I have a pendant that I really love, and I'm really upset that I can't share pictures of it. But it was one of those things that from its very inception, I knew that this was going to be for me and it's private, and I had to hand make it. So it's even more of a problem. Like it was hard
Yes.
and it took me a long time. But I have a Medusa pendant that it's like a spinner pendant, like it's reversible. You could flip from one side to the other, but the gemstones remain the same. So you I can flip the picture, the basically it's like a gold pendant, but then you can put pictures in it. So it's kind of like a reversible locket.
Yes.
Um, and on one side is Medusa before the curse, and on the other side it's Medusa after the curse. Um,
I love that
and that's just
pendant.
that's just something. And the funny thing about it is I made it at a time when I would use that kind of energy and workings. I haven't touched it in years. I'm pretty sure it's been permanently retired. but but it was fun while it lasted, and I'm still very protective of it. I do love it, but it is semi-retired.
It's a beautiful pendant. I will tell you
Yeah.
that, guys, right now. It is so pretty. And she put a lot of time and effort into it. A
It
lot.
was really hard to find pictures. It was really hard to get the pictures for that, but
And you know what's funny? Everybody uses and talks about Medusa now.
yeah, and
Like
this was years ago.
she's a big thing now with the lady community.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure because that's basically why I wanted to work with that energy too. It was because of, I felt like for women that's a powerful uh energy source if you're looking for revenge.
Uh-huh. Absolutely, dude. That's just funny.
Revenge or protection, any of that.
Yeah, dude. Like actually I was reading like I know she's a big common person now, but like with all my Lilith stuff I have and everything, like,
She's always been a big person in the
yeah.
witchcraft community though.
And it's funny because, like, when we started talking about jewelry again, like in the last couple months, there's been like a whole bunch of like people talking about stones and crystals and like regular everyday jewelry to represent her because she loves lavish, beautiful things. So it's like, well, why not wear all those beautiful things if you're representing her?
Hmm.
Like, oh, who is it? There's this one lady I follow on Instagram, and like she's a Lilith devotee. And like she wears all the grand jewels and stuff. Like she will not wear like quartz crystals and stuff like that. She will wear
Hmm.
the pretty stuff because she's like, I'm not going to lower my standards to something like the way she worded it was kind of mean, but she's like, I'm not wearing anything cheap if I'm going to be honoring the person that I'm devoted to. She's
My
like,
thing
don't cheapen
is,
your stuff.
I feel like, so yes and no. I agree to an extent. Like, I'm going to wear diamonds. I'm going to wear, well, the thing is, I personally, though I know the value and the worth, even magically, of things like diamonds and emeralds, that doesn't make me want them. I only want diamonds. I want garnets. Like there's a very short list of um what I want jewelry wise and what I'm accumulating. But I don't agree with her saying like I wouldn't wear something cheap because like if what I need that day just happens to be cheap, like garnets are cheap. Well, some of them.
Some are.
Some of them are very, 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 very expensive. Um, But I don't know. Like if I just needed rose quartz that day, I guess I would wear it. I'm slowly, very slowly starting to get into like using jewelry for workings specifically. Like before, I would just
Yeah.
kind of have buy them for that purpose, but not necessarily have to use them. Now, I feel like because I keep most of my workings very, very basic, borderline primitive, um, I feel like adding some jewelry is a way that I could passively enhance it. Um,
Yeah.
I guess not that I need to, but I just kind of want to. I feel like it's time.
Yeah, dude. I guess as like I grow up, I feel the need to follow, not follow, but like make my jewelry, even if it is magical jewelry, look more elegant and more like practical.
Hmm.
Because I'm sorry, I'm not gonna wear a quartz crystal out when I go to a nice dinner dressed all up because first of all, that doesn't look good at all. Because I'm all about you would never know it, but I'm all about fashion and like style, but like I'm not gonna sit there and wear a really nice gown or a really nice like pantsuit and throw a wire wrapped quartz crystal on there. If I'm going to do
Hmm.
that, I'm going to find a really nice quartz crystal like necklace or pendant or something that looks elegant. And then it'll still serve the same purpose, just a lot prettier. Like, I mean, no one would know that on Sunday mornings when I'm still in PJs or like sweatpants, but like I do love fashion and style, and why not incorporate that elegance into it with a purpose?
Hmm.
So, like, I mean, like some of the stuff that you've shown me that you want to get, I was like, this is absolutely gorgeous. And that would look so pretty, like in the stone that you want, and it would completely have a great purpose and still look fashionably pretty. And no
Um,
one would be other the wiser to know what it's about.
and then another thing that I wanted to point out for people who like to wear, I guess, what we'll call more regular jewelry instead of the stereotypical witch jewelry. Um, Pay attention to the types of chains that you use too. Just look at what they look like and make sure you acknowledge the kind of energy that that could, or even just even not energy, because gold is gold, silver is silver. It's going to have its energies, but more so what I mean is the visuals of it, because some of them look like chains to like tie things down. Some of
Yes.
them look like chains to contain things. Like if you have a box chain or an eye link chain, some of them kind of look like boxes. So I would probably keep that in mind too. It's something I think about when I'm picking chains. So
Yeah, because
yeah.
there's a new like the new style chain that looks like it looks like an actual like chain you would use around a fence or something. Like the links on it look like that now.
Mm.
So like I saw that the other day. I meant to send you that. It looks like you took a chain that you would use on like fences or something and like it looks like that, but it's like white gold or regular gold, and I would think that you could use that in some kind of binding working.
I this is a little bit overkill, but I will share it for anybody who is insane like me. I have a book. It's a PDF book of a catalog that is nothing but chains, and it's like 400 pages long. And it's just different kinds and different shapes and sizes of chains. There's way more than you think there are. So yeah, that's fun.
So many, dude. Like, I mean, like my nameplate has a different style versus my rosary type. Like, they're two different chain styles. Like, what else? I don't know. Like, I like the different chains, but like, I would like to know the meaning or like the energy behind different chains. Like my rosary to me in my head, like my rosary style, anything is like protection and guidance. To me, that's how it is. That's why I wear my rosary all the time. Plus, it's the last thing my grandma actually bought me before she passed. So, and then, I got you a matching one.
Hmm.
So, I'm like, what was it? We were talking about it when we got the rosaries. Like like some jewelry has imprints and like metals have imprints on them.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. What is it? Not embossing, but like an actual stamp. Like, pay attention to those symbols on there too. Because I have quite a few chains that have like little things on the back of the clasp that have different, like,
That's just for the quality of the
oh,
metal.
no, I have a few for like have like the brand or the designer stamps on them.
Hmm.
Like, it doesn't have the number, like the quality and like gold level or anything. It like actually has a stamp of the designer, like their logo or something. Pay attention to those because some people have specific designs for their logos and their stamps that do mean something. So,
But
because I
also
mean,
keep an eye out for the quality stamps because if it's silver,
yeah,
if it doesn't say 925, it is not real silver. If it's not real gold, it's not going to be stamped to be real gold. Um, don't get
yeah,
screwed over.
yeah, don't because I have a lot of friends that are like, oh my God. And I'll be looking at their jewelry and I'm like, ooh, I need to put this down because it's gonna make me itch because I'm allergic to this kind of metal. Because, like, I have a metal allergy. Like, all my stuff has to either be straight up sterling silver, like real white gold, or real gold gold, or I am going to look weird and green and rashy.
And well,
Like,
also everybody's like body chemistry will play into what you can and can't wear. There's people who can't wear gold. There's people who can't wear
no.
silver. I can't wear silver if it's tight. Like if it's a ring where it makes perfect like contact the entire time. You know how like bracelets move around, necklaces move around. But if it's a ring, I can't wear it because my finger will turn black. so
Yeah, like my daughter
so
can't
yeah, it
wear like
happens.
yellow gold. Like she cannot wear real yellow gold. Like she gets some kind of like burny rash, but she can wear white gold, which is weird, and like stainless steel and surgical steel and sterling silver. So I don't know what
Okay,
that is because
well,
my
she can
sister
probably, if she can wear different kinds of gold, it's probably because they're mixed with other alloys to make it that
probably,
color. Just like rose gold. You guys, rose gold and white gold are not pure gold. It's mixed with other metals to make it look like that. Even
yeah,
like 10, 14, 18 karat gold, that's not pure gold either. It's mixed with other things. And
yeah,
those things can change depending on the jeweler. So my
yeah,
advice is find a good jeweler that you think is a good deal. Like you don't feel like it's too expensive. You don't feel like he's getting or she, they are getting over on you. Um, and probably stick with them. That's my plan. That's what I'm doing. I also recommend looking in their own circles. Go to like a jeweler show, kind of like how people who are into crystals and stuff go to that one in Phoenix,
oh
or is
my
it
God, yes.
Tulsa?
They have okay, so it starts
What's
in
the really,
Phoenix.
really big rock show?
The big one goes to Phoenix and in Salt Lake City, actually.
Oh my gosh, hold
Those,
on. Tammy, hi. I have not seen you in I don't know how long. Welcome back. Hello.
yay!
Sorry. Okay, back to what you were saying.
It's hard to me. Yeah, no, the big gemstone conventions are it's the one in Phoenix and then they move to Salt Lake City. Like they're huge. I mean, we have few here every year, but like it's big and stuff, but not as big as those two. And like they have like not just crystals, but they have diamonds and emeralds and like any kind of rare stone you can think of that convention has. So you can go there. especially if you are able to go to the one in Phoenix or Salt Lake City, because they will have actual jewelers and stuff like, because you can buy the gems there and then go down a few tables and have an actual jeweler set it if you want to have it set.
I feel weird about those shows.
I feel
I don't
weird
like it because when I go, I get mad.
well, I like, okay, so I've been to one, the one in Phoenix, a long time ago, many, many moons ago. And to me, because some of these people can't tell you where they got their, like, where these crystals come from, how they're sourced, where they're sourced, all that, like, they're just there because they know they can make the money. And there's quite a few that, like, don't realize they're selling fake stuff and they're
Mhm.
selling it for full prices for real crystal, the real thing. So like I am not a big fan of them because of that. Like,
Well, in addition to that, my thing is whether it's real or not, I don't like when I go to these shows and there's people there who have like the big giant bathtub sized crystals. I'm like,
oh,
y'all are doing too much. And it makes me mad because I know how you get those. And to me, if I'm gonna use crystals, they gotta be small enough where it's like, okay, you could have just found this.
yes.
I don't like the big mining operations
Mm-mm.
for anything. Unfortunately, if you're buying jewelry, you're participating in it, and there's really not a whole lot you can do about it. It just kind of is what it is.
Not
But
really
that
these
doesn't mean you
days.
have to like it, and that doesn't mean that you can't like try to push for change. Um,
Yeah, because like,
but that's one of the things that I do not do. I've only been to like two in my entire life, so it's not like I go to these regularly. I actually, after the last time I went, I was pretty young, but I remember going and they had towers of crystals that were taller than me. And I'm
yes.
just like, y'all are doing too much. Y'all piss me off.
Mm.
Like those people piss me off beyond belief. You do not need that.
And it gets more extravagant every year. Like you said, the crystal bathtubs. Now they have crystal freaking
They have bathroom sinks and stuff
bathroom
like that. And I'm
sinks
just like, I hate
and
y'all.
coffee
Y'all are doing too
tables
much.
and like vanities for the bathroom. It's like, dude, like I know we talked about it like many moons ago in our previous podcast life, but like I live down the road, like a couple, like maybe 15 minutes from an actual crystal mine here. And like it's a you mind your own shit place. Like
Hmm.
here's your stuff, you go in, whatever you find is yours and all that stuff. So like plus I live over here where my child could be walking the neighborhood and find like citrine and milky quartz and all that like just on a small 5-minute walk. So like
Hmm.
I really don't want to go to those things anymore. And if I do need a crystal, I make sure I order it or buy it from somebody that they know their stuff and where it came from, or I go down to the mining thing where I can mine my own shit. That way
Yeah.
I know I did it. I did that work, not some poor kid or some poor lady in another country. Because you're
Yeah.
over mining those countries and places and all that. I don't know. I just don't like it. Especially now how ridiculous and over the top it's gotten. Like, who
Yeah.
needs a sink? It's a pretty
Well,
abso-freaking-lutely.
speaking of going overboard, I see a lot of people wearing like every crystal known to man at the same time. And I'm like, okay, what
That's
is the focus here?
counterintuitive.
Because I feel like it's got to be super chaotic. And the thing is, you kind of know it is because when these people make videos, they're batshit like out there rambling about shit that they barely can comprehend. Um, just sometimes I'll just sit there and stare and be like, what is happening right now?
What is
because
going on?
they'll just be talking about things that they probably read about but don't actually understand. Um, and they just want to feel
Like
magical.
the
So they got every stone
yeah,
they could find and wear it at the same time. And I'm just like, you have to feel I don't know,
So
too much.
unbalanced. Like I feel like if you wear like 550 different crystals,
Those
like
bitches with the rings
you
on
have
every finger, bracelets all the way up to their elbow, 48 chains around their neck. They got feathers in their hats and in their hair, and it's all braided in. I'm just like, look, you got a lot
dude,
going on. There's no way that could feel good. There's no way that that energy feels good. You got to be
you
feeling chaotic.
you have to feel pukey all the time. Like I no, I can't wear like multiple things at once. It's like one at a time. Or like what was it? A couple years ago, the whole Moldavite craze. Everybody
Yeah.
having had to have a Moldavite, and then when they got it, they couldn't handle the energy that it was purging and stuff. It's like, dude, you can't like you need to learn how to because a lot of these people also don't know how to like it's gonna sound weird, but harness or like control that stone's energy either. So like if you're wearing like 50 crystals, you're trying to focus on like 50 different energies to balance. So that's not gonna make you feel good at all. It's gonna make you feel sick all the time. You just need to be able to focus on one piece and that's it.
And look,
Not like all of
maybe
them at once.
maybe I'm just not as in tune as other people. I don't know. But I have never touched a crystal and been like, "Oh my gosh, it's so powerful." We're talking about be serious here. If you can shake the hand of another practitioner and not feel some crazy ass energy coursing through your body, why do you think a little stone, a little tiny piece of stone, why do you think that the energy you physically feel from that is going to be like ground shaking, earth shaking? Um, it's so minute that you have to me, I think a lot of people are lying. I really do. I think that they are lying about what they feel when they're wearing it. I think that they need medical assistance. I think you need to set a therapy appointment, maybe a psychiatric appointment. Um, because when I'm talking about energy manipulation, I'm talking about stuff that you can barely feel. It feels like a tingle. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel earth shattering. It's not that. I don't know where people are getting that from, but I can promise
I
you
don't
it's
know.
not that.
I feel it's like one person had like a chemical reaction to the minerals in a stone one time, and that's what they thought crystal
They thought
energy
they were
felt like.
cursed.
I don't know. They thought they were cursed or something. Because, like, I know there's some people, like, if you have a certain allergy or, like you said, body chemistry with, like, a certain chemical in a stone,
But that's
and,
different. That's
like,
like an
I feel
allergic
like one,
reaction or a chemical reaction.
yes,
I'm talking about people who are just like, oh,
yeah, so
I touched this stone and it makes me feel love coursing through my body. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That's not
what
how
you
that
smoking on,
works.
girl?
You have to
No,
learn
like
how
you
to
said,
control
it's like,
energy and then pull from that. I think we're lagging a little bit. I'm sorry. I don't mean
yeah,
to
because,
keep
like,
cutting you off.
I don't know. It's all good. I mean, I don't have a problem over here, but like you said, like I feel like if somebody just like had a batshit crazy moment and told everybody that's how crystal energy feels and works, and like it's like hysteria. It like just coursed through the whole community, and now everybody thinks like it gives you this like shock down your body and like energy surges. It's like, but like you said, it's literally just a small little tingle or a small little warm feeling, and that's it. It's not like it's gonna knock you on your ass kind of energy.
When I say small, I mean small. I mean like
Yeah, like very
the only
small.
part of your body that's going to feel it is the part that's physically touching it. That's how small. Like
Mm,
small.
yeah.
I've okay. So if you've been around for a while, you know that I used to be pretty anti crystals. I was like, to hell with all of them. I only had crystals to represent individual people for workings. That's it. And that was only because these people worked with crystals. I didn't. So um, after working with those, I would never do that again. To me, it felt
Yeah.
like extra representation that I didn't need for the
No.
workings. So I stopped doing it. However, I do find that if you have, okay, if you are one of the people that separate the sides of your body. So for me personally, the right side is for work, like mundane work. The left side is for magical work. So if I were to wear a crystal bracelet on my left hand while I'm doing a working that is already energy focused, and that crystal just so happens to facilitate that energy, then it boosts it. But
Yeah.
as far as like creating the energy on its own to do something, never experienced that.
Yeah. I'd see like when I first
It's
met
a
you,
tool. It's not
it
it's
is.
not like it's like a tool instead of it's not going to do it on
I
its own.
need no. It needs boost. And like when we first met and like yeah, I get everybody was like, "Oh, she's a crystal person. Like ask her." And I was like, "But I don't use crystals in the way you think I use crystals." And like, do I use them in my workings? Very rarely, unless I absolutely think, "Okay, this will help it." But like, I'm not sitting there like going through my collection of stuff just to like throw it in all the time for a working at
Wasn't
all.
it more for
Like,
Reiki?
yeah, I use it more for like, the energy work, like cleansing and like stuff like that. It's more of a, and for Reiki, it's not even a necessity either. It's more of a, I started using them because I needed that extra boost because, I am a mom, I'm a busy person. So like I needed the extra energy help to do my job. So like you said, it's more of a tool than a necessity, period.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like that's the whole reason I got into crystals. It wasn't for a witchy purpose or a working purpose. It was for Reiki and chakra balancing and stuff. Other than that, like I'm not sitting there like stuffing crystals in my bra or in my pockets or like having to need them constantly. Like most of my workings don't even need a damn crystal. I'm not sitting there like on my shelf going through my stuff to put one and add it to my working ever. I'm like the whole idea that we needed crystals to represent each of us like kind of really annoyed me that I was put into that box. I was like, okay, cool. Like I'll get the crystals, but like are they necessary? Does everybody want one to represent themselves? Because like if I do decide to use one, like one that like you were supposed to represent you, that day I might think it doesn't represent you because it's not the energy you need. I could pull something totally opposite because
Mm-hmm.
that's how I feel that day. But
Oh, Tammy,
yeah,
I
like,
am
and it's,
jealous.
I know. Opals. I love opals.
I love opals
Oh, I have
too.
my great grandma's opal. I have my great grandma's
I'm
opal
actually
ring from like
sourcing opals.
1940.
I'm actually sourcing opals. So if your family sells them, I'm interested in doing business. um,
Right?
but fearless, yeah, to me that does actually sound not bad, but I don't know. So fearless is saying that Moldavite, I'm okay. Fearless, if I'm wrong, correct me. But what I'm getting from this is that Moldavite makes you feel like when your meds hit. um, again, I don't know what's going on, so I can't say for sure. But I've held Moldavite. I tried to see what it was all about, and to me, it was another rock. And I hate to put it that way because I know I'm amongst people who heavily are like, it's not just a rock. But
No.
as far as it feeling that intense, I can't speak to it mostly because I've never experienced it being so. intense. It's usually, girl, you gonna have to talk so I can go get something to smoke because watching you smoke makes me smoke, and then I've never, but
Sorry,
no,
guys, this is thing.
I would never, I would never say that you're lying. I just, it's something that I've never experienced. So I can't really say, oh, well, yeah, that's because of the Moldavite. To me, that could have been because of anything. Maybe it was your meds hitting. I don't know. um, I also take meds, so I know what you mean. But yeah, I don't know. I think it just yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like,
Okay,
well, because
I'll be right back.
I guess for me, like the whole like different feelings is because like I've seen so many people, like, no offense to our younger audience, but like those that are younger by a couple, like a decade or two of us, like them being very outlandish and dramatic with their descriptions and stuff. Like, I don't know. I guess it annoys me as someone who did start off with crystals, using it in a total opposite way of like witchiness and energy manipulation. It drives me batshit crazy because like I've seen like all these younger people with the whole it knocked me down literally, and like I couldn't get up. I was shaky and I was
They're
like, I don't
lying.
know. Yeah, like I don't know.
That's how I
It
feel about
really,
it.
it's like, okay, I've like had really strong like tingly warm sensations, but that doesn't happen until I'm using the crystal, not just holding it like, oh, it's so pretty, like my rock pet,
Not
like
my rock pet.
yes, like I've never had that just holding a crystal. It's like it's only when I'm actually physically using it for that work. Like it's not like, and it's not even like it's knocking me on my ass. It's making my hands really freaking hot and burning. I need to put these down. Other than that, like I've never had that where I'm just like, oh, it's so pretty. Oh my God, it's earth-shattering.
I mean,
Like,
okay, here's one thing where I can hold a little bit of space for people who are like, "Oh, it's pretty." Because I'm a "Oh, it's pretty" ass bitch. I
both of
don't
us are.
care. I don't care what the purpose is. I will look. Here's what I'll do. And Brandy's had to help me do this several times. I'll be like, "Send me all the stones you know that work for this energy." And she'll send me a list and I'll pick the prettiest one out the list. So it's on par for what I need,
And most of
but it
them
is
are
pretty.
always pretty because I'm like, okay, she needs something aesthetically gorgeous and like eye-catching. So I'm
Because
going
I'm
to go
not
to,
wearing citrine. I hate orange. I hate yellow. I'm not wearing that shit.
yeah,
I'm just not doing it. So I have to find so I get it. If you want to be a little finicky, a little shallow, do it. Um, do what works for you. That's what works for me. If I find what I'm working with ugly, I'm not going to be able to focus on what I'm trying to do. I'm going to be like, ugh, I got this ugly ass orange rock, and
yes.
and I'm not going to
I'm
be happy
sorry.
about it.
Like the citrines I do have, they have to be like absolutely gorgeous. Like that's why like when I send you that list, pretty much all those crystals I sent you on the list had to be absolutely pretty. That's why it literally took me all day to make those lists because I was like, okay, that one is ugly and I wouldn't even use it. So we're going to go with
Yeah.
this one and this one.
Yeah, I can't use ugly stones in what I'm doing. In fact, I can't use anything ugly in what I'm doing. If you guys have seen my decks are pretty. Everything I get has to match what I'm trying to do. And also, if you've seen my decks, that could mean different things. Like some of them are gothic, some of them are art nouveau.
Yeah.
So, I'm not saying that it has to be one thing, but you do need to find it attractive, um, because the word attract is there. So if you're trying to attract
Yeah.
a certain energy, you need to be attracted to said energy or what you're using to draw that energy up.
Yes. I mean, it's not us just being petty aesthetic queens or like, It's
Maybe
just
a little bit.
okay, yeah, maybe because like everything I have to have and like it has to be just so pleasing to the eye. And like this is gonna sound really crappy or not crappy, but really funny, but like it has to flow with the way my house is decorated. Or like
Mhm.
now since we're like remodeling and redoing the house and the way I'm doing everything, it has to,
Stop. I'm
yes.
sorry. I'm sorry. No, tell me why I just started looking into feng shui. And now look at you, what you're talking about. This is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it has to aesthetically go with how I am redecorating the house. Like I am doing like that dark, like romantic noir, like Victorian thing. So everything is going to have to match. And if it does not match what my house is going to look like on the inside when I'm done, it's going in a box. I'm sorry. Like I love
Fearless
it.
said, gotta add some glitter in those jars of pee then.
Absolutely.
You know what? If I worked with glitter, I would. I
Hmm.
hate I look, I know everybody's very do what you got to do, use what you got to use what you want to use. I avoid plastics like the plague when it comes to my
Yes.
workings. I try to work with things that can be made naturally as much as possible, glass, metals, things like that instead of plastic. But but yeah, not biodegradable plastic, not biodegradable glitter.
Totally could find that out here in Asheville.
But no, to go back in the comments a little bit, Fearless was saying that crystal energy in general isn't that intense for her. And it's kind of like a comforting tingle.
Yes.
So for me, it's not even so much a mm, I guess I can say I felt some tingly from it, but again, this was in the midst of like using it for something. Whereas if I'm just picking it up, right? I'm just picking it up to move it, or I'm just picking it up to hold it. Um, it's more of a is it warm or is it cold?
Yeah.
That's the majority. I will say that sometimes it's the faintest tingle, but I honestly think that that's up to the practitioner. I feel like that only happens to practitioners too. I think most people are lying. I really truly am. I really truly do think that most of them are lying because
Yes, like that
as a
whole
practitioner, who keeps it pretty simple, when I touch them, I get what people are saying because like I felt the little tingle, I felt the heat, I felt the coolness. Um, because like jade is one of those ones that it should feel cold when you touch it.
yes. If it does not,
So
it's not
it's
good.
probably fake. It's probably
Yeah.
fake. But yeah, so I can do I can get behind that. Like, oh, people saying like I feel a tingle. But it's like Brandy was saying when she was saying that people are like, oh, it knocks me down literally, or it just instantly starts making me sob uncontrollably.
Yes.
No, your meds ain't hitting. So
No, I think you need to call your doctor again because like the whole multigraphite craze again. Like everybody posting, oh, it instantly made me purge all the negativity. So I was in the bathroom for hours puking and or
no,
I was just sobbing for hours because it just hit those emotions I needed to purge. And it's
that
like,
didn't happen. That's how I feel about it. That did not happen. You're just losing your shit and you should go get some medical help. Um, and
yeah.
I get that that makes me sound like a bitch. That's fine. I'll be that today because somebody needs to tell you that you need help. If you
Mhm.
if you touch a pretty rock and start crying and throwing up and sobbing around and rolling on the floor, you need help that
Serious.
rock cannot give you. So I need you to stop lying to yourself, stop lying to other people, and actually do the work. And sometimes the work is going to professionals who know what they're doing when you don't. And I
That
promise you, if you think a rock is fixing your life, you don't.
that and it goes back to the over mining stuff because during that whole craze of Moldavite, like they were having to like over time mine places for it, and Moldavite doesn't like it is not created. in everywhere. It's only small specific areas of the world. And like shops were running out of it and like they were going to the extremes, like even unethical mining, just to keep in that demand because of these small pockets of people who put it out there, causing this whole trend, you know? So, like, in reality, y'all heard a whole bunch of, excuse me, a whole bunch of people doing this, trying to get that
Bless you.
whole, thank you, this whole exaggerated feeling that some of these people who are influencers put out there. Like, think before, you know? Like, do your research on all how these are sourced as well.
If
Because,
you
like,
only need that crystal because you saw somebody else with that crystal, you didn't need that crystal. Because
no.
anytime I've ever needed crystals for a specific purpose, like let's just say love workings, I immediately was like, hey, send me all the love working stones you got.
Yep.
And then I would get a list of them, and then I would go through them and find the one that resonated the most with me. Um, I'm unfortunately it is fucking rose quartz, and I hate that for myself because
But,
I didn't want it to be that cliche. But at the end of the day, I like pink. I liked it. It is what it is. It was just the one I was attracted to, and it goes on and on for other purposes where it's just, hey, I am finally in the mood to add crystal energy to my finance workings. What's a list of those? Find the one that I like the most, rock with it. It's never been, oh, I saw this person with it. What is that? Okay, I want it. It's never been that.
yeah, dude, like, I haven't either. Like, actually, I'm the opposite. If I see it like a trendy thing and like the whole craze and stuff, it's like, I don't need that crystal.
Most of
Like,
the time, if it's super popular, I don't want it.
yeah, dude, because like it's just one of those things like if it's a trend now and everybody needs it or wants it, I don't need it. I don't want it because I can find a whole different stone that's going to do the same thing that is not going to mess up an ecosystem or a community or anything like that.
Hmm.
Like, you know, plus it's like, I don't know, everything is a trend and it annoys me. Especially like things we had like 10 or 15 years ago that nobody knew about. Now it's like a big thing and everybody has to have it.
The one that made me mad about over mining and when I started being done with rock shows and all of that, um, was when I started seeing, like, I think it was amethyst or maybe it was rose quartz, I don't remember, but it was a bathtub. And I just remember seeing that and being like, listen, as somebody who is finally learning the value of the energy of stones, I think a rose quartz bathtub would be amazing for like self-love ritual baths. Don't get me wrong. That would be some like transcendent shit probably.
Yes.
But but you do not fucking need that shit. That is so unnecessary. It's so extra.
Like
Um,
something my husband tells me when I'm like on Pinterest in those bathtubs in a beautiful, like freaking medieval or Renaissance bathroom. And I'm like, he's like, you do not need that. I was like,
I, the only way, the only way I think I would be able to reconcile a crystal bathtub is if it was for something to help the community. Like I would want a really, really good practitioner to obtain that and then use it to help the public, not for like a private bathroom. I think that would be good for a practitioner who had um like kind of like the practitioners that do the bathing cleanses.
yeah.
Yeah. But just for like Sarah down the street, no, ew.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like my husband. He's like, you don't need that. But don't I?
Ooh, Tammy has a good point. So she says, I believe crystals and stones are similar. However, I also think to use them, you need to charge them with your own energy as well. So you can direct them like you would an herb. Thank you. Yes,
Absolutely.
that
That's
is,
actually
yes.
Actually, I'm glad she brought that up because in in my Reiki class and stuff and the chakra class, that's one of the things they talk about. If you're going to use stones, you don't need to cleanse them by moonlight. You don't need to cleanse them in water or dirt. It's you cleanse them with your energy because you're going to be using it and you need to direct it and pretty much like tell the stone with your own energy, this is your job. This is what you're doing, and this is your only purpose. Like that is what you pretty much it's like programming it. There you go, because
Yes.
that's how my teacher put it. You are programming that piece of stone or crystal or whatever to do its job you need it to do. It's like you program it and that's all it's for. The end. Like you
Yeah.
have to. You have to train it. It's like a puppy. You have to train it to do what you need it to do.
Hmm.
Which is a weird analogy to call a rock a puppy, but that is how you do it.
But I
It's
don't
not,
see it any different than charging candles or oils or anything else you use.
no.
Anything you use is going to have to be given its task.
Yeah, dude, it's like I have friends that are newer to like the spiritual way or the practice and it's a constant I have to charge this and that in the moon in the full moon. I have to do this and that.
I have
And
never charged anything by the fucking moon.
And like it's like okay, like the only time like I cleanse a crystal is when I first get it because it's already picked up other things and other people's energies. And I use my stupid my stupid crystal charging station with salt in it. And I like literally sit there for a few hours and then I program it to what it needs to do. That stupid station. It is
That
going
was
to
so funny.
it's going to be the bane of my existence, but it's okay. But yeah, that's the only time I ever cleanse a stone is as soon as I buy it, especially if it's in a shop where people have touched it and stuff all the
Hmm.
time. Other than that, you don't need to do that. Program that bitch to your needs and its purpose for yourself. Literally, it's just sticking it in your hand and like putting that energy in it, and then yeah, you're done.
Hmm.
So there you go. Yes, it's a crystal puppy, fearless. It's a crystal puppy. Uh, I'm sure there is a crystal puppy somewhere. It's carved out. Carved. Why not? They have crystals carved into penises.
Jeez.
Why not a puppy?
They have
Oh,
they have crystal Pokemon. That made me mad too.
yes,
It
they
probably
do.
shouldn't have, but it did because I was like, oh, okay,
We got
this is what we're doing now.
we've got a citrine Pikachu out there.
Isn't citrine the one that's also like super heavily faked? It's almost always heat treated amethyst.
A lot of it times, yeah. Like you have to like citrine, you really have to hunt for like a really good source for it because like they'll use amethyst like a very light amethyst and like heat treat it till it turns that yellow orange color. So it's kind of like the anything with an aura like around it or on it and not inside, like anything like the angel aura and all that. That's a chemically treated stone too, like with
It's
different
still
metals.
pretty though.
It's still gorgeous. Dude, I
It's
love that
really pretty,
stuff.
but it makes me mad because I try to avoid things like that, but
Well, it's like when I
whatever.
sent you the list, I told you like what metals it's treated with to make those
Hmm.
colors. That way you could put like that way you can use your metal knowledge along with that crystal to make your own purpose for it.
Yeah.
So, so remember that, guys. Anything with like the angel aura and all that auras around it, like it is not made that it's not does not come out of the ground that way. It is
And do
true.
your diligence on how to buy them. Um, Make sure you look at how to identify them. Go to trusted sellers. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Um, as somebody who's in the looking into the jade market right now, I can tell you if it's too good to be true, it
It is.
probably is. So, with that said, I don't think I have a whole lot more. Oh, I, geez, I was about to forget a whole thing too. Piercing. So with piercings, I'm gonna do this real quick because I'm actually starting to get hungry and I'm gonna go eat. But with piercings, not only will you take into account the metal and the stone, but take into account its location. You can get face maps and ear maps to tell you like, oh, if you pierce here, it'll help with headaches, or if you pierce here, it'll help with this.
A lot of
Um,
acupuncture and ear piercings, I'll tell you that.
Yes, yes. And I actually have nurses who have told me that it works and it helps.
Hmm.
So, as somebody who gets headaches, I'm considering it. But
My husband's
also,
acupuncturist actually recommended him doing ear piercings, and he looked at them insane.
another one too is if you're into astrology, somebody a while back had shared how to pierce your ears into astrological constellations, and I saved them all. So I
All of
have
them.
them. I have them if you want them. I will share them. I don't know if you're into stuff like that. I am. That's why I saved it. I don't know if I'm going to do it anymore. I'm getting old, but we'll see.
Yes, she
But yeah,
saved all of them.
so with that, if you are still here, thank you. And don't forget to like if you're not already subscribed, subscribe, check out our Patreon. And yeah,
Yay.
we will see you guys next week.
Yes.
Bye.